I always do a dance, y'all. And hello, beautiful humans. We are live. And yes, this is the awkward dance. Can we call this crab dance? Is that what we should do?
Should it answer as well?
Dance, dance.
Yeah, yeah. We started this as a new thing, unplanned thing on the lives of having a couple DevRels together with the crab jackets so we can put our guests in the middle. So that way they're just surrounded by crabs. It's a new thing. But hello, beautiful humans. My name is Jen Janod, and we are coming to you live from reInvent in Vegas. It is my first time here. Is it your first time as well?
Yeah,
all right.
My first reInvent. Yours?
Is it yours?
First time as well.
All right, we are all first timers, and first because you may not have ever seen any of us before, which is awesome. Thank you for joining. Who are you?
I'm Christina Warren. I am film girl, either with an underscore or without, on most social platforms, and I'm a senior developer advocate at GitHub. So really glad to be here.
And I'm Francesco Tizio, staff developer advocate at Ivan, colleague of Jen, and yeah, data enthusiast, data aficionado.
Loves pineapple on pizza.
No.
All right, so quiz time. What is the biggest thing you would say to somebody coming to reInvent in the future as their first time? What is one thing you would tell them to do?
Check the map of the hotel beforehand, because I got lost like 10 times in 2 days.
Yeah, okay, so that's a good one. Yeah, definitely turn off the Find My notifications, unless you really are worried about losing something, in which case, whatever. I would say hydrate, because this is, you're going to talk to so many people, you're going to be walking so many places. Pace yourself, hydrate, because this is my first reInvent, but I used to come to CES all the time. I used to come to NAB and other big Vegas conferences, and this is massive. So hydrate.
Yes, there's 60,000 people here. It's amazing. And I would say the biggest thing I would do is have food in your room. Have food that you can eat, because the lines here, when everybody's like, hey, let's go to breakfast, or let's go to lunch, or let's go to dinner, the lines are forever. And I'm somebody that gets hangry, so have food, store food. So definitely do that. Now, next question. What did you guys learn from reInvent so far this week or today? Either one.
Okay, so there's just AI. I mean, honestly, that's the big takeaway. Obviously, at GitHub, we're really invested in AI and kind of the future of what that will do for developers of all types. But that was the big message at reInvent Tuesday and today at the keynote. So AI is definitely the thing, and the models are getting better. The technology is getting more impressive, and we're seeing people build more and more incredible things with it. And so that's the most interesting thing to me. I think if we look at where we were exactly a year ago, ChatGPT didn't even exist, and now we're talking about having full AI systems built into your own company databases, and being able to query all the stuff that you're doing internally, and pair programming assistants, image and video generators. So it's incredible to think about where we'll be a year from now.
Yeah. I would say that it's an interesting period, and it opens also a lot of kind of questions and things that business need to understand. Because my point of view, I don't want to be rude, but probably AI is a really good parrot. AI will repeat whatever you train AI with. So when it comes to data of companies, now we need to realize what we expose to AI, because there are huge risks of overexposing data. Now, I don't want to burn all my session tomorrow. If you want to know more, I will speak at 11:30 at the Theater 1. So see you there.
I love the segue. Thank you. What is the title of it? So those that are here can search it, and those that want to tune in and watch it afterwards know.
It's Accelerate the Generative AI Adoption with an Integrated Data Platform.
Yes, and thank you. Because this is lesson learned from the AWS app for reInvent. You can't search people's names. You have to search by the title of the talk. So
You cannot even perform a image search to find my new jacket and where I am with the jacket. So yeah, it's quite.
ooh, I
complex.
wonder, do you think it'll pick up Ben or I, the other two people with the crab jackets, instead of you?
I didn't get the question.
Do you think it'll pick up other people with crab jackets instead of you?
Well, probably. Well, I mean, it's either me, you, or Ben, and we look quite different between each other. So yeah, it depends.
True, true. I've been walking around going, it's another me every time I see them. It's been a lot of fun. So, what has GitHub been up to while we're here, and what are you guys excited about?
Yeah, so we've been doing a lot of demos of GitHub Copilot. We've also been showing people, our other things that we were doing with developer experience and with security, like GitHub Advanced Security. But honestly, most of the questions have been about GitHub Copilot, which makes a lot of sense. Our developer conference was a couple of weeks ago, GitHub Universe, where we announced GitHub Copilot for Enterprise, which will be launching in public beta in February and is in private beta with some select businesses and enterprises right now. But a lot of people, I think it makes sense because you're giving a talk on generative AI and data tomorrow. AI is the term du jour here. A lot of people have a lot of questions, and I think to your point earlier, a lot of businesses are starting to think about, okay, we know this is a thing that both our customers are asking for and our developers, our engineers. How do we integrate this in a safe way? How do we do this the right way? And how do we make sure that we're not exposing things, as you said, we don't want to expose to these models, but also how do we get the most out of them once we buy these things, right? Because we have a lot of people who say, okay, I have GitHub Copilot, but I don't know how I'm getting the most value out of it. And so I think that's going to be the thing we focus on in the next few months, which is, okay, people, you kind of maybe got people to agree to give something a shot or get a little bit of the buy-in. How do you make sure that people don't just, think, okay, well, this was a fun novelty, but I'm now going to cancel it like I cancel Netflix every 4 months, right?
Yeah.
So, how do you show the long-term value and get the most out of these things?
I believe there is an interesting point there where you want to facilitate the work of humans, but at the same time, you want to build trust in what is helping you without overexposing really relevant information. So I believe, Copilot is great because it gives everybody the ability to build software at a pace that was not there before. At the same time, it's extremely important for enterprises to be sure that whatever they produce is secure.
Yes.
Because they want to, retain their IPs, and they want to be sure that whatever they are using is not harming them on the medium or short or long term.
Exactly.
So I believe this mix of innovation and trust building will be key in the future.
Agreed. All right. So I know that we already talked a bit about like your talk tomorrow and things like that. We only have today's ending. We have some really fun parties to go to tonight, especially at the Ice Bar. So anybody, if you haven't signed up, definitely go look it up and sign up. But last day's tomorrow. Then we all get to go home. It's going to be a little crazy because there's so much we learned. Other than Francesca's talk, because we did talk about that one a little bit. What else are you guys excited about?
Okay, well, I'm excited about Francesca's talk. So, that's number one. I think that sounds like it's a really good time. And you said it's at 11:30 tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay, all right. I will do my best to stop by and see that. But also, honestly, this is one of my favorite things about these conferences. Like, we were not joking, we're being serious. Have food, be hydrated,
Yes.
know how to get around. But I think, honestly, one of the best parts of why I love being at an event like this is you've got like 65,000 people. Many of these people, some people online, some people you've never met, some people you haven't seen in person in years. And it's a really great time to just connect and with new friends, old ones, and I think have the conversations that you have in the hallways. And a lot of times I think those can unlock really exciting ideas and build really meaningful relationships. So I'm honestly just looking forward to hanging out and meeting more people tomorrow, to be honest.
Yeah, I believe that's the key part of every conference, and this is basically the key part times 100,000 times.
Yes.
So I've been working at the booth for a long time.
Yeah.
And usually you tell a story to the people arriving to the booth, but it's extremely interesting to listen to the other part of the story. Listen how people are changing the way that they work with technologies that you might help in adopting or might help in reducing the friction of managing that solution. So I believe learning a lot from the people that you see in front of you, creating networking with other people.
Yes, definitely important.
And probably the only thing that I'm not going to miss is asking for a soup at midnight because I missed dinner.
As yes, definitely bring food because it can be very difficult. And that's all I can say is make sure you bring food and you know where water stations are and be prepared. Like make room in your bag for more stuff. Like bring an extra bag to bring stuff home because everybody has had some amazing swag and it's always there's been great prizes. And talking about prizes, we are telling who is winning tomorrow on our rolling challenge. And so we will be doing those announcements tomorrow's stream, which is actually going to be a little bit earlier. Instead of at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, it will be at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time because the day does end early. And also, I don't want to forget this. So side note, definitely go make sure to check out our Ivan Live events because London is coming up soon and then we have New York. And I was so bummed when I found out you moved away from New York. So I was going to be like, dude, you got to come to Ivan Live. So you can just fly to New York for that. I mean, end of February, that's a great time to fly to New York, right?
Yeah, it's not cold at all.
Not at all.
It's not cold at all.
Not at all.
I do have a question. In addition to everybody should sign up and look for the Ivan Lives. You mentioned your contest and you mentioned swag. What's the best swag that you've seen around?
That is a great question. Best swag.
I mean, I really do enjoy these. I'm not gonna lie. I
mean,
like
we've been
these a lot.
told multiple times that we have the best outfits.
I mean, I think like I would definitely put that up there.
So
sure.
shout out again to Floor. Thank you for helping us pick them out. Like I knew I wanted to find crab jackets, but I couldn't find them. She Googled like 2 seconds and found it. And I'm like, I'm so glad you know how to Google. It is.
For my personal choice is anything that I can take home to my kids and claim that is a present.
Okay, so be sure to stop by the GitHub booth so you can get stickers.
Perfect.
The kids love stickers.
Yes.
Have those things.
I would say the best swag that, and I feel a little weird because it's our swag. But
I mean, sell it, talk about it, hype it.
Yeah, well, okay. So those who know me, I love Rubik's Cubes. Like I have a tattoo of a Rubik's Cube. Yeah, that's an awkward way of trying to show it. Whatever.
Wow.
Look at our Ivan's social medias. I've also reposted it. Ivan has the best Rubik's Cubes. And I didn't even know we were at them until we got here.
Amazing.
So it's like doubly excited.
How fast can you solve a Rubik's Cube?
People have been asking me that. There are like speed.
Yeah, I see people can do it one-handed. It's crazy.
Yeah, no. I'm like,
do that.
I'm like, best time is 3 minutes. Average is probably 5 to 7. But yes, our Rubik's Cubes, that I think is best swag.
I never solved a Rubik's Cube in my life. It's too much for me.
It's okay. I'll just ask you about how to put pineapple on pizza.
And with that, bye-bye.
What is your favorite swag?
I'm trying to think. All right, this is really on the nose. I realize this, but Red Hat has like red hats.
Yes. Are they plastic or are they the real felt ones?
No, they're like felt fedoras. And so I'm sorry, like that's it, again on the
I feel
nose.
like I need
know
one.
It, but it's good. It's really
I feel
good.
like I need one. I need to go say hi. I will say AWS has given some really great, like the hoodies this year and Launch Darkly. The very first stream we did this week was with Aaron from Launch Darkly, and they sponsored the water bottles to stay hydrated.
Heck yeah,
it goes,
Launch Darkly.
comes all the way around. And I think those are actually pretty cool swag. And they're doing a contest every 15 minutes for the cool clicky keyboards.
Oh, cool.
And I thought that was really cool. I was like, that's a great way for people to learn and talk and for giveaways.
No, and honestly, like again, like a water bottle, that's a great swag item at a conference like this.
Yes.
Because A, there are a lot of water stations. B, like we keep saying, stay hydrated because that is like you will be walking around a ton and you got to wash down that pineapple pizza. I don't understand the inside joke, but I'm just kind of trying to rip off this. Yeah, see, I see your face. He's like, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
So for because I do feel like this needs to be said. Francesco is from Italy and hates pineapple on pizza, and so it's just
I don't hate pineapple on pizza. I strongly suggest to avoid pineapple on pizza. It's something different.
As you can tell with his reaction, every time we mention it, I feel like it is almost hate. So on that note, though, thank you both for joining us today. And please hit us up with what questions you have, what you want to learn, find out more about everything. And then, yes, we are doing this live from the booth. And it's super fun because when we see our friends, they like to make funny faces at us and distract us. That doesn't happen often at all. And also, how do people reach out to the two of you? Because I'm Jen, not an Ivan, but what about you?
I'm film_girl on Instagram and Threads and Mastodon, and I'm filmgirl, one word, on GitHub. So that's me.
Yep.
I'm pretty much FTZiot everywhere.
Nice.
Yes.
Or you can, if you want, you can send me a letter with your appreciation at home.
Yes.
I will not share the home address, but you can reach out to me.
Awesome.
A pigeon as well is welcome.
Okay. And y'all, on the question about swag, for those at home, what swag should we be getting? Because I feel like a lot of people don't think about it until they're like, yo, this one person had the most dope swag. Everyone should have it. So please give us some suggestions. And thank you for joining.
Bye-bye.